Bienvenidos and welcome to another episode of Spain on a Fork. So it's a cold winter's day outside, and I tell you during these times, there's nothing better than a bowl of soup to warm your soul and fill your body with so much goodness. Anyways, today that's exactly what we're doing. We're making a classic Spanish rice soup. This is known as just Sopa de Arroz. Now the beauty of this recipe, besides the fact that it's easy to make and made with simple heart-healthy ingredients, is that it comes together in a little over 40 minutes, yet the flavors feel like they've been simmering for hours. Folks, serve the soup next to a crunchy baguette and a bottle of Spanish red wine, more specifically from the region of La Rioja, and have yourself a heartwarming, delicious meal. Alright, let's just jump right into this. I'm going to heat a stock pot with a medium heat and add in a generous 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is 35 milliliters. Important to use the good stuff here, is this is the base side of the soup and what flavors all the ingredients. You can get the Spanish one I'm using from the Georgetown Olive Oil Company in the description box below. While the oil is heating, I'm going to finely chop 1 medium-sized onion, roughly chop 5 large cloves of garlic, and cut 2 carrots that have been peeled, each one into small bite-sized pieces. Then we'll add in the chopped ingredients into the stock pot, and we'll mix them around. That way they're all coated in the olive oil. And as you know, I like to mix this around continuously. That way everything evenly sautés. After 4 to 5 minutes, and the ingredients are lightly sautéed and those onions are nice and translucent, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of dried thyme, which is 1 gram, and half a teaspoon of ground cumin, which is 1.5 grams. And we'll give it a quick mix. Then we'll add in half a cup of tomato sauce, which is 120 grams. As always, I made mine by finely grating fresh tomatoes, but you can also use half the amount of canned tomato sauce, which is similar to passata. And we'll season everything with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And then we'll turn it up to a high heat, give it a mix, and simmer it for a few minutes. While tomato sauce is simmering, I'm going to drain 1 can of white beans into a fine sieve and rinse the beans under some water. The size of the can that I'm using is 15.5 ounces, which is 440 grams. And I tell you, to make this recipe, you can use whatever type of beans you like. After simmering the tomato sauce for about 3 minutes and it's slightly thickened, we'll add in the drained beans and 8 cups of vegetable broth, which is a little under 2 liters. Now traditionally, to make this recipe, you do use chicken broth, but you can also use beef broth if you like. Either way, link on how to make my homemade veggie broth in the description box below. And then we'll add in 2 bay leaves and give it a gentle mix. When it comes to a boil, it's time to add in the rice. I'm going to measure out 1 cup, which is 190 grams, and add it into the stock pot. I'm using Spanish round rice, which is the one that's typically used to make paella, but you can use whatever rice you like. However, you might need to add in less broth into the stock pot, as this type of rice absorbs more liquid than others. And we'll give it a mix, that way everything's evenly distributed. And then we'll place the lid on the stock pot and lower the fire to a low-medium heat and simmer this for about 18 minutes until the rice is just cooked through. Important to check the package instructions in the rice you're using, that way you cook it right on the money. And I tell you, you want to get in there at the halfway point and give it a gentle mix, as this is going to help release some of the starch in that rice, which at the end gives the soup a slightly creamy texture. After about 18 minutes, and that rice is just cooked through, once again important to check the package instructions in the rice you're using. We'll remove the lid, squeeze in 2 teaspoons of fresh lemon juice, which is 10 milliliters, and give it 1 final mix. Then remove the stock pot from the heat, transfer some of the soup into a shallow bowl, and garnish with fresh parsley. Check it out, our classic Spanish rice soup is done. Easy to make, simple heart-healthy ingredients, and all done in about 40 minutes using just 1 pan. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Once again, folks, una sopa de arroz. Look how beautiful this turned out. Here we go. Check that out. Like I told you at the beginning, it's a cold day outside, and food like this truly hits the spot as it warms your soul, and it fills you with so much goodness. Give it a try at home. It's absolutely delicious. Once again, extra crunchy baguette and a bottle of Spanish red wine from the beautiful region of La Rioja. Gonna have yourself a fabulous meal. Really quick before I go, shout out to a couple of my patrons, Rob Haskins, Daniela Brandt, and Bruce Licks. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button. Leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.